The following is a DW Holy Saints production. Andrew the Apostle, also called St. Andrew, was an apostle of Jesus. He is the brother of Simon Peter and is a son of Jonah. Originally a disciple of John the Baptist, he became one of Jesus' closest apostles and eventually went on to preach in the Black Sea region, where he would give his life for the faith. Like the other apostles, Andrew became a missionary. He preached about Jesus in the area around the Black Sea. Tradition tells us he preached in northern Greece, Turkey, and Scythia, now the southern part of Russia. According to Epicletus of Rome, Andrew preached in Thrace, and his presence in Byzantium is mentioned in the apocryphal Acts of Andrew. According to tradition, he founded the See of Byzantium, later Constantinople, in AD 38, installing Stoctis as bishop. This diocese became the seat of the Patriarchate of Constantinople under Anatolius in 451. Basil of Seleucia, during the 5th century, also knew of Apostle Andrew's missions in Thrace, Scythia, and Achaia. Cypriot tradition holds that a ship which was transporting Andrew went off course and ran aground. Upon coming ashore, Andrew struck the rocks with his staff, at which point a spring of healing waters gushed forth. Using it, the sight of the ship's captain, who had been blind in one eye, was restored. Thereafter, the site became a place of pilgrimage and a fortified monastery, the Apostolos Andreas Monastery, which stood there in the 12th century, from which Isaac Komnenos negotiated his surrender to Richard the Lionheart. In the 15th century, a small chapel was built close to the shore. The main monastery of the current church dates to the 18th century. Other pilgrimages were more recent. The story is told that in 1895, the son of a Maria Giorgio was kidnapped. 17 years later, Andrew appeared to her in a dream, telling her to pray for her son's return at the monastery. Living in Anatolia, she embarked on the crossing to Cyprus on a very crowded boat. As she was telling her story during the journey, one of the passengers, a young dervish priest, became more and more interested. Asking if her son had any distinguishing marks, he stripped off his clothes to reveal the same marks, and mother and son were thus reunited. Tradition regarding the early Christian history of Ukraine holds that the Apostle Andrew preached on the southern borders of modern-day Ukraine along the Black Sea. Legend has it he traveled up the Dnieper River and reached the future location of Kiev, where he erected a cross on the site where the St. Andrew's Church of Kiev currently stands, and where he prophesied the foundation of a great Christian city.